Ice hockey originated in Canada in the 19th century. The Stanley Cup is the oldest professional sports trophy. A standard hockey puck weighs approximately 6 ounces. Wayne Gretzky, known as the Great One, holds 61 NHL records. The blue lines divide the rink into 3 zones. Ice hockey is one of the fastest team sports. The Zamboni machine is used to resurface the ice between periods. The original 6 refers to the first NHL teams, 1942 to 1967. Hockey players use a stick to handle the puck. The NHL, established in 1917, is the premier professional league. Gordie Howe, nicknamed Mr. Hockey, played a record 26 seasons. The penalty box is where players serve time for infractions. Bobby Orr's iconic flying goal celebration in 1970 is legendary. The blue line marks the entrance to the offensive zone. Jacques Plante, a goalie, was the first to regularly wear a mask. A hat trick in hockey is scoring 3 goals in a game. The Great Depression forced some NHL teams to fold in 1930s. The Miracle on Ice refers to the USA's 1980 Olympic upset victory. Ice hockey games consist of 3 20-minute periods. The Gordie Howe hat trick involves a goal, assist, and a fight. The original 6 teams are Boston, Chicago, Detroit, etc. Hockey Hall of Fame is in Toronto, Canada, since 1961. The neutral zone separates the attacking and defending zones. In 1992, NHL expanded with teams in San Jose and Tampa Bay. The longest NHL game lasted 6 overtimes in 1936. The first organized indoor hockey game occurred in Montreal, 1875. The Hockey Night in Canada broadcast has been a tradition since 1952. The penalty shot allows a player to take a free shot on the goalie. The blue paint in front of the goal is called the crease. A power play occurs when the opposing team has a player in the penalty box. The red line is used for icing calls in hockey. In 1905, the forward pass was legalized in hockey. The first women's hockey league began in Canada in 1921. The Hobey Baker Award honors the top collegiate hockey player. Hockey pucks were originally made of rubber bands. The term hat trick dates back to the 1950s. Hockey players often have their teeth knocked out due to injuries. The fastest goal in NHL history occurred in 1982, 4 seconds. The Philadelphia Flyers were the first to use a mascot, Youppi, in 1976. The 5-hole refers to the space between a goalie's legs. The longest suspension in NHL history is 41 games, Marty McSorley. The Montreal Canadiens have won the most Stanley Cups in NHL history. The NHL's Edmonton Oilers were the first team to win 5 Stanley Cups. In 2008, the Winter Classic featured an outdoor NHL game. The Broad Street Bullies was a nickname for the tough Philadelphia Flyers. The original 6 era ended with NHL expansion in 1967. NHL players often have superstitions, like growing playoff beards. The first recorded use of a rubber puck in hockey was in 1886. The Carolina Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup in 2006. The Gretzky trade in 1988 was a blockbuster deal in NHL history.